All right. Good morning, good afternoon. How about even good evening? We have teams over in Europe, and I know it's evening over there, so didn't want to leave them out. Happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. Hey, my topic today is Sunday, Monday blues. You guys know what that is? Sunday, Monday blues. You guys get that? I know don't tell him I'm saying this online here, but I know I hear it from my husband. He's always talking about how he has to get ready and iron for the week, or he has this report that's due, or this is happening. This is the last week of the month. This. Not being able to enjoy your Sunday. You work all week for the weekend. You have a great Friday night, maybe a great Saturday night, and then Sunday night we get those Sunday, Monday blues because you have to think about going back to work or that job. Maybe you love your job, but there's a lot of things going on there. Or maybe you're feeling stuck, like I was stuck many years ago, and having to go through that grind, that whole thing again, and just not being happy. And my name is Danya. I like to go by doing the most with Danya. And this is what I love and my passion is to be able to share with you how you can gain a lifestyle of freedom, however you design that or define that, I should say, for yourself. This is by having a turnkey online business, which is going to be able to empower you to be able to have your time, be able to have more money, and to be able to have options and choices that's going to help you with yourself and your family and for the lifestyle that you want to design. Okay, so all that to say, think about if you're in that position and you're feeling stuck and you're looking for a way out, there are other options. But as you're going through those options, I get it. It's like, what can I do right now? It's Sunday and I'm not feeling it. Well, let's go ahead and change up that perspective. Okay, can we change up that perspective and shift that and to start thinking a little bit differently and how this can actually come and be a benefit, be a bonus, and bless you. And just by changing our thought processes and thinking about how we want to think about, because we're the master, we're the creator of our own choices that we want to make, right? And so if we choose to take these things that we're feeling so bad about and turn them into something, how it's going to be an amazing for us in the end, wouldn't that feel much better? So this is for you if you're feeling stuck in a position where you're not having the time off, the freedom that you want to, and think about that. What is it that you would want? If you say, hey, you know what? I would just love to have an extra $1,000 a month. That would help me out. That's extra $12,000 in a year. That's a part-time job for some people. If that is going to help you and just so that you can feel comfortable, that's great. If you say, you know what, I would love to be able to have 6 to 8 weeks off in a year, or maybe take 2 of them at a time in a year and not have to worry about a job, and that's what would make me happy, go for that. Or if you say, you know what, I just want to have nights and weekends off. I want to work, maybe you say you want to work 10 to 5 or 10 to 4, and have that time off for yourself, go for it. And if you're transitioning between jobs, maybe you are looking for another job, or the job has decided to let you go and you are transitioning, and this could be something there for you. So I'm speaking to you, okay? Did I kind of check off all the boxes, different boxes, give you aha moments for you to think about? If this is for you, I want you to really pay attention to how these 10 different things that I have read in the past that has really helped me think about things differently. And those are the aha moments and tips that I love being able to pass on to you as well. Hopefully it can just fit into your lifestyle. So if you're tuning in live, I would love to have some thumbs up, some hearts, some likes, some interaction. Let me know that you're out there. Hey, Kiana, good to see you. Thank you for joining and watching in. I love that. See, you ask and you receive it. It comes back. So thank you so much. That was perfect timing and on cue. All right. And if you're watching this on the replay, watch on the replay, but hopefully you're getting value in that, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and give off these 10 different things. And I got these. I read a lot and I listen to a lot of audibles, and also from coaching and mentoring that we have. Hey, Kiana, from coaching and mentoring that I have from the owners and founders of the company, also the founding members, and just some other people that have been able to pour into me because my values and their values and have lined up. And so I get all this great inspiration that I love to pass on to you. So 2 books that I'm going to be getting these particular sentences or aha ideas out of it is from Edgy Conversations by Dan Waldschmidt. And then, you know me, Jill Scenero, Jen Sincero. And this one is, you are a badass at making money. The other one is, you are a badass. And then this was part 2. So anyway, these are things that as you're going through your day, don't you love triggers? Do you love triggers? Triggers, good triggers. Because I get it. Sometimes you have bad triggers. I still have some bad triggers for things, and I have to shift that thinking. So I'm talking about triggers. When you hear something, you see something, you say something, it's going to remind you that's not where I want to go. This is where I want to go. So let's go ahead and get into it, okay? So here's some 10 sentences or 10 different things that I really like to think about. And again, hope it blesses you. Okay, the first thing, I appreciate the hearts. Oh my goodness, I just mentioned the gentleman, the owner and founder of our company, Mr. Brad Hager. Thank you so much for tuning in. I am about to share 10 sentences that I've gotten from books and also ideas from you as well, and from my other mentor and upline that I love being able to share and pass on. And this is what I want to pass on to other people who are feeling stuck because they don't have, the time, the energy, not the energy, but the time. Yeah, we can help out with energy too. But the time, the money, the freedom, however it is, where I talk about having your lifestyle freedom, however you define that, these are some things that's going to get you by when we're talking about Sunday, Monday blues. Okay? All right, so let's hit it. Let's go. The first thing is, what comes out of your mouth comes into your life. When you say it, it comes back to you. Kiana, I'm going to use you as an example. I put it out there. I said, if you're out there watching me, let me know. I'd love to have some interaction, people coming on. I put it out there, and like on cue, Kiana came on and Mr. Brad Hager came on. Love that. The second thing is, time wasted on rationalizing the mediocre could be time that you could be creating and putting into yourself and making those plans into yourself. So while you're busy just being mediocre, thank you, I appreciate that. We all need to hear that we're all amazing. I appreciate that. Thank you. So time wasted on rationalizing mediocre, don't be mediocre. We're not put on this earth for that. I get it if that's what's meant for you, but just know that there are other choices and other options. Another one, give yourself the options and permission to do, to be, and have whatever lights you up instead of acting like the victim of your circumstances. I mentioned already, we have choices, okay? There's choices out there, and we don't have to be a victim of our circumstance. It's just getting out of it, recognizing it. And so remember, this is one of the things that I talked about, being a trigger. This is something that's going to trigger, so don't be a victim. Create the wealth that affords you the life you love instead of settling for what you think you can get. Oh boy, isn't that mind-blowing? Okay? When we settle and we don't push ourselves to say, hey, you know what? I can get this by doing this. Or if I pushed myself, or if I really applied myself, I could get this. So why settle for this when you can actually have more? Oh, that's deep. Okay? Here, your desires are brought out to you by your thoughts, and you receive them by taking action on it. Okay? So remember I said, you feel like you're lucky. We call that laboring under correct knowledge. Okay? Because you're in the right place at the right time, but it's not just about that. It's because you are right and ready to be able to hear it, to be able to receive it in that right time and space. So when we're talking about our desires and our thoughts and receiving them and taking them into action, when it shows up, we need to put it and take it into action. So again, think about these things as you go through the course of your day, as you're looking, as you're reading, as things pop out in front of you. Notice how it could actually be, I love it when it shows up. It's a sign. It's a sign. Something shows up. I'm going to stop right there and say, I have something that I see every day I go out. If I go out and about running errands or whatever it is, I see it. My whole family knows it as well. And so I could be in the car riding with my husband, and he'll say, hey, Danya, and I'll look up, and he'll know exactly, and he knows exactly what I'm looking for because it's showing up. What I'm looking for is right there. My sister, my kids, they'll send me pictures of something that they see. And so everybody in your circle is working on your behalf. And when you put it out there, it's reflected back. Had to just share that. All right. A firm decision sets everything in motion and alerts the universe that things that this is how things are going to be and move in that direction. And I think I just mentioned that. So when you put it out there and it comes back to you, you're learning that this is it. This is what I want it to be. And this is the way that we're moving. We're not going to do that stinking thinking. We're not going to think about Sunday, Monday blues and all of the stuff that's going on in those Sunday, Monday blues that you have to do, when you can go ahead and take that time out today and plan how you want to show up in that space. Okay, so again, you might be in a position, like I said, where my husband, he does the Sunday, Monday blues thing at night where he has to iron, he has his report, it's the last week, that whole thing. But if you're feeling stuck, think about, you know what? This is the last week this year in April that I'm going to have to be able to do this, this, and this. I'm no longer going to have to do this in my 3 months' time. This is my goal. This is my plan. But anyway, you show up and that changes. All right. So this is by Dan Waldschmidt. Just putting in mind-bending amounts of raw effort is not enough. So when we're putting out our effort, it's not enough to be successful. It requires discipline. And I think I had mentioned that. So when we're successful, that's great, right? We're doing the little things each and every day. We have to do those little things. And when we do, it adds up. But it's the consistency, it's the effort, and it's the discipline to be able to do that. Okay? The discipline, meaning, yeah, we can be consistent. That's great. But the discipline and being consistent is what's going to show up and reward us in the end. You know, think about this. If you're getting into shape and you're doing so many crunches and you do some crunches and then you take time off, well, you have to gear back up again and continue to do that. I'm saying crunches because that's where I'm needing to. Summer is coming. So it's like when we take time off, we have to gain that back again. But what's cool about it is you get used to that number of crunches and it gets easier, right? So we have to keep moving forward. We're disciplining ourselves to be able to move forward and we're gaining that momentum. All right, another one. Forced discipline produces success. I just was describing that because of repetition, because of our commitment to wanting that. Everything is already in place. We don't have to keep repeating and starting over and stopping and starting over again. And then it's just our persistence to show up in that. And then we become frustrated when we see something, when we try something a few times and it doesn't get immediate results. Let that sink in. We become so frustrated because we've tried something for a few times and we don't get those immediate results. I'm not very good at names. I just put that out there, right? I'm going to remember this gentleman's name. He is a Olympic sprinter, runner, and he trains 4 years to run, what did he say, 7 seconds? 4 years to run 7 seconds to be able to beat the record. You know, so if we think about, you know, it's a marathon. You know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon in whatever it is that we want to do. You know, getting from A to Z, it's not just immediate like that. We have to go through those steps, right? And so just knowing that we can't become frustrated. If it's something that's frustrating us, then let's figure it out, right? That's where I said what we put out there is what we're going to get back. So if we keep putting out that same thing, the insanity of doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, it's not going to happen. You can bet and count on that. Okay, so count on yourself to know that it's okay to pivot, change courses so that we can go ahead and get to that goal or that desire. All right, let's see. When you need discipline to give yourself the chance to do something amazing, discipline actions builds momentum. I think I just said that. I'm putting everything together. And then last but not least, you have to want your dreams more than you want your own drama. You have to want your dreams more than you want your drama. And if your drama is about Sunday, Monday blues and you're already thinking about woe is me and what's happening and, you know, you don't want to face it, how can you move forward? Okay, so do you want your dreams more than you want the drama, the whining, that all of that? Nothing's going to change, obviously, unless you change. Okay, so hopefully that was some aha moments. You may have heard those in the past, but when you put it all together, and this is what I love, now that you know it and you've heard it, you can't ignore it. Drop that bomb. Here, I'll do my pencil. Mic drop. Love that. So now that you know it, you can't unlearn it. It's in your head. Don't let it go in one ear and out the other. That's why we have 2 ears, right? We need to not go in one ear. We need 2 ears so that we can soak up that information. How about that? And get that knowledge, gain that knowledge. All right? Okay, that's it. Quick and simple. Sunday, Monday blues. Take Sunday to enjoy your day. Think about it. Don't, work Monday through Friday if that's what you do. And I already mentioned you had great night on Friday. And then Saturday, I talked about, what side of the bed did you wake up on? Did you wake up on that great side? Were you ready to go? Or did you wake up like I really enjoyed my TGIF? And now, it's going to take you motivation to get back. Don't waste your weekend. Don't waste your time. I think I talked about time wasted rationalizing the mediocre could be time spent creating the magnificent. Let's think about Monday being magnificent and taking this and letting this fuel you to whatever it is that you want to conquer and overcome and get done. Okay? Now, again, if you are, in a particular stuck situation like I was a few years ago, there are options and choices out there. I love being able to share how you can live your own lifestyle freedom, again, however you define that, with a turnkey online business that's going to give you and empower you to be able to have choices with time, money, and there's other options that's out there. And if that's you, make sure that you get connected with me. Hey, and then later on this evening, there's actually a great presentation that's happening for our total company. And I'll go ahead and I'll put it in here in the chat so that you guys can see it and join me. And then right afterwards, let's go ahead and just have a brief chat and see how we can change your lifestyle so you have that lifestyle freedom. All right? So I'm going to go ahead and sign off here. You guys have a great rest of your day. Be blessed. Be magnificent. Decide what it is that you're going to what you're going to do. And one of those things is let's go ahead and get connected. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I'll put this right there in the chat so that you guys have it. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Thank you, Kiana. Thank you, Brad Hager. I appreciate you guys. Take care. Be blessed. Sorry, one last thing. I get it. If this isn't for you, I appreciate you being on. But here's the thing. I love social media and the opportunity to help and bless somebody else. Go ahead and do me a favor, share this out. You can pay this forward by sharing this out or tag somebody who needs to hear it, because you never know when somebody is right and ready to be able to hear something that's going to be able to bless them. And then I am on here. I've made a commitment to be on here 7 days a week, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. The only thing that's going to change is I'm going to be doing some traveling, but I am going to come on live. So make sure that you're here, get those aha moments that we're going to fuel and launch your goals and your dreams. All right? Going to go ahead and sign off here and say, I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. Bye. Have a good one.